There we go. We can get an AV check, please. That would be great. I'm assuming everything's going to be good. Okay, looks like there's no lag on the video over there. So, all right. Yeah, I was muted. Sorry. Camera looks a little kitty wampus. And there we go. That should be good. All right. Happy Friday. It is Friday, April 19th, 2024. I'm Johnny No Shoes, MyFishTanksAQuatics, with what hopefully will be a good stream. So look, kitty wampus. It's probably my damn table. Sorry. That looks a little better. All right. I don't care if I'm on the edge. There we go. All righty. Gotta go through the list of folks that are here real quick, which we are still only got 3 in the room. One of them probably being me. So video looks good over there. Sweet. And don't know who was first, to be honest with you. But on my list here, it shows. Let me go up here. Oh, it shows Andrew first. Or, no. MyFishTanksAQuatics. Thank you. You were probably first. Andrew, Aquarium Daily, thank you for coming. And Orlando, nice to see you. And Coro, thank you for coming. I'm doing good. A little tired. It's been a very busy week. Even tonight, I got something to do. Tomorrow, I'll have soccer game, and then I've had something to do every day this week. So and the same will be happening here today and tomorrow. Stephen P, thank you sorry, Jenna. I just saw the P, but thank you for coming. Nice to see you, Vanoski. Thank you for coming. But I'm doing good. Hope all is well with everybody. And we're just kind of plugging away through this week. Melvin, thank you for coming. And thank you for everybody who reached out last Friday. I appreciate it. Especially Whip. And Adele were able to calm me down a little bit and keep me persistent, so to say. Yeah, I was starting to read. Depends on who I'm. No, I just happened to see the P because their logos are fairly similar too. So it's all right. Debbie, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a very, very busy week. Tonight we're going to see a country band friend of ours. I've been wanting to see his show for quite a while now, and his girlfriend and my adopted sister and him always support our show. So we're going to go and see them tonight. Too coolie for schoolie, aka Miss Heather. Thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Don't tell Steven, but your logo's better. He's probably seeing it in the chat. So, let's see this. And Lando, thank you for coming. I know I highlighted you, but I think I missed you verbally. Yeah, tomorrow's a full day, like I was saying, though. Soccer game at 11, and then a show at 9 o'clock, and I'll get some time in between to relax a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if you can see how green the 55 is through there. Yeah, I am running a green, cyno green algae issue. So 1208 there. It's 1108 here. So you're Eastern, right, Melvin? But I, being a father fish type tank, I want to try to be patient and wait it out to see if it corrects itself. But then in my gut, I keep saying, oh, let's do a water change. But we'll see. So 508 p.m. there in the UK, right? Yes, Eastern time. Andrew, I lived life for 3 months on UK time or UTC time. It was a bitch. It's hard to be patient, though, Heather, for me. But that's one of the things I kind of wanted to do, that, to let things just figure it out itself, like I said, I know I can tell you probably what it is. I probably have my new light on too long, for 12 hours. It's a Haiger light, so. Dixon Designs, nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, if I tear that tank down, the problem is I've got so many sword plants in there. I don't want to lose them. But I think it'll eventually work its way out. It's like anything else, nature. That's nature trying to do its thing. I had a hair algae thing going on in there, and I should have just left the hair algae alone. I'll just keep cleaning the filter once a week. And all right, Miss Amanda, the Zen Ginger, aka Zenny, thank you for coming. Miss Barbara Jackson, thank you for being here. The key word in that, Coro, is a father fish filterless. Even in a father fish, Wellstead, you still have some kind of water movement, whether it be, um, like a sponge filter or a power head. That's what, I think helps kind of keep things a little easier to go. You got to run a filter or something like this. The Hex tank is great. I've got a tannin leaf in there. I threw a catappa leaf in there last weekend. So Monster Fish Gal, Miss Lori, thank you for coming. Ross, nice to see you, sir. Thank you for being here. And Empire of Dirt Aquatics, aka Jeff, pulled in no service call. Thank you for coming, though. So you'll be lurking. Awesome. Yeah. If I do tear it down, I'm going to throw an under gravel filter in there. I'm going to get some different, maybe I'll get some, not safety sword, but clay kitty litter and make a BCB basket. And maybe I'll try that anoxic filtration stuff. Because the way I'm running it upstairs is not, it's just an under gravel filter. It's not an actual, well, it's an under gravel filter egg. Quote, here, let me move over here to in front of here. Quote, plenum. There we go. Sorry. I took a sip of coffee and muted my mic so you guys don't hear me swallow. And sure enough, I forgot to unmute it. What I was saying was I wonder how his under gravel filter setup's working. Let's see here. Depends on what day you ask Father Fish. You know, his system works. I don't have the food web. I thought about going out and buying some live Daphnia if I can find it around my area here. I know that loves that cyanoalgae. It'll eat it in a day. It'll be gone. So, but like I said, okay, so you've never done a water change? And were you just running it with an air bubbler, or were you running it like me? I have mine hooked up to the one upstairs. I have it hooked to a hang on the back, a Tidal 75, but I have it running at the lowest speed. So it just basically just pulls like 70 gallons an hour through. Running it slow. I did have it running for a couple weeks full force. Let it build up its. Once I started to see some diatom, then I've had that going almost. I think that'll be 2 years coming up here pretty soon. Upstairs. All right. Who is Juanita? I don't have a channel name to put a name to. And all right. Yes, he does, Barbara. He always suggests a sponge filter. He doesn't use like hang on the back. He uses a sponge filter in a lot of his tanks. Dylan G, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. And thank you for coming. Let's see here. I don't think I'm subbed your channel, Dylan. Let's go like this. Damn it. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to find you in the YouTube chat here. There it is. All right. Oh, looks like I'm your first subscriber, Dylan. So hopefully you put up some videos. I'm assuming you're in the fish tanks because you're here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Dylan. Do I still have no audio? Oh, okay. No, I'm good now. All right, there we go. Don't mind me looking away. Checking my video too, since I Under gravel works and soak dirted. Yeah, I might just like I said, maybe if I set up the 55, I just would have to find somewhere to go with those um, Amazon swords. Because if I'm starting from scratch, it's not going to have any cycle time. So well, hopefully I got sound now. I just listened to the YouTube and it sounded like it was better. Yeah, I think what happened was um, she'll have a lot. All right, there we go. Yeah, it was because I muted myself to drink coffee. I just got to remember to unmute myself. Mal, thank you for coming. And thank you for reaching out last week. I appreciate it. I did. I lost my cool last week. Okay, you are. All right, I'll try to remember that now. It may take me a couple times, but I will remember. I promise. Baby guppies. I'm looking at some point in time. I don't know. I might move all the Rasboras and the Tetras out of that tank, the 55, and put them upstairs. Oh, I guess that was more than 240. Looks like I'll have to shorten that up. You know what? Let me try to take care of that now. And there it is. We'll see how that works out. Audio's good now. Okay. I'm 21 in the house. Sweet. Audio's good now. Yeah, there are a lot of horror stories around about dirted tanks and stuff like that. I think if you just, I think like anything else, we gotta trial. I the fish hobby nowadays, it's trial, and I think it's trial and error. To be honest with you, um, it's very much trial and error. It's we learn as we go. You know, it's I didn't know a lot back then, and I don't feel I know everything now. So the hex behind me is 29 gallons, Amanda. That's my longest running tank right now, except for the one ups. Well, this is a dirted one. I did it July of. Give me a second. I'm gonna go look at the tag on the backside. July of 21 is when I started that tank, and it's been dirted since 21. Matter of fact, when I kill my like if I mute my camera, this is how the tank looked like. Oh no, never mind. I switched that. I forgot. Um, I the tank it had maybe one Amazon, couple Amazon swords in it, and then I don't even remember what fish I started out in there with. I think paradise fish. Yeah, paradise fish. I had the 3 paradise fish in there, and it had some money warts. I've had multiple different like guppy grasses and um, other stuff in there. It's just so. Yes, I would appreciate some thumbs up for support. Where are we at on the looks? Here's to have to refresh. I'd have to refresh. So yeah, it's showing 15 in the stream and 15 or so on the big TV screen over there. It doesn't show. Well, I was just happy to, like I said, find a way to be able to stream. It seems to be working good this week. I hate wearing the headset, but oh well. Thank you, Melvin. White count is 13. Thank you, Amanda, for popping those in. I am going to be sending you an email here shortly, just so you know. Well, and I don't know when, but hopefully soon. I'm going to Ms. Zen and Lori. I'll be sending you guys command codes. I'm going to be putting up a game through Stream Elements that can be done. A few times a stream or something like that, but the mods can control the game, so I just got to get everything. Like I said last week, I've been playing with OBS, putting it in, so I at least have a backup, but I may do virtual cameras and like see if that doesn't lag first and then set up the game through OBS. Yeah, I'm going to have a hats one here coming up pretty soon too. It'll be a completely different link from our merch. And I did set up a good Discord channel. I just kind of tore down the other one and kind of like re-invited everybody that I need, cleared everything out. Basically, what I did is I deleted the old one. It's just a plain hangout, just for general talk, whatever. It's got a room for you guys to use, the camera and mic, so you can you can talk about whatever. Just try to keep it cool. Even if you get into politics or whatever, don't start arguing and flaming each other. Just show respect. That's all I ask. Don't be a dick and don't be a Karen. Or don't be a Richard and don't be a Karen. And if we need to add other channels to be topic specific, throw it in the there's a channel for ideas and suggestions, and we'll make the Discord ours, not just mine. It's not horribly active, but Fish Fam Link, thank you for the stats and for being here. And it's much easier to make a mistake. Like if you, with the larger volume of water, I know you're able to, if you get an ammonia spike, it's not going to be like a huge, it'll be diluted throughout the tank. Compared to, say, in a 5 gallon, if you get an ammonia spike. So it's a little easier to make mistakes because you can, and much easier to keep clean, I think. I picked up some big 3 5-gallon buckets I was going to buy another one of those 23-gallon utility. How was it called? Utility tub that's like portable that a lot of people use them for parties. But I decided to go with 3 5-gallon buckets for just a couple bucks less. Nathan, thank you for coming. Nice to see you, sir. Damn it, it's still coming across with. Oh, that's the other one. Okay, I got to adjust that one. See how that one goes through the next time it. Yes, there's going to be a game. So basically, what it'll do, I don't have it set up yet. What you'll be able to do is you'll have 5, like you have to find 4 words that are related, and then you have to type them in chat as fast as you can. That's why I said you don't like it. It'll cover me. Maybe I'll set it up so that it covers me while you guys do it real quick, and then, as long as it doesn't get, we'll see how it goes. But I haven't got it set up yet. It's called comments. But I'll send you guys the codes, like the commands so that you can do it. Steven, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Fichon back again. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Kind of going through here and looking for any other questions or. Well, like I'm having really good luck with this tank here now. That chunk of hornwort I got is kind of growing in here, and I'm hitting this really nice cycle right now. The only thing I have to do is take the tannins out now it looks like every couple of weeks. They're slowly getting down. Matt, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Yeah, it'll be an interesting, fun game. And since I'm running Linux, I have to find a way to do stuff through Stream Elements, so it'll help me, in OBS. But oh no, you're a swiper. I'm at the bottom of the chat. Bingo card, I'm sure. If I ever do a 10-gallon, and go bigger, maybe I'll put this stuff in that tank and then not the squares you're waiting at. I consider to me anything bigger than a 5 is a bigger tank. or a 5.5. But that's just me. I mean, it's definitely much more room to work with. You steal stuff from Dora the Explorer. There you go. Consider it a medium. That's a good thing. Oh, on my big screen, I can see I can see how much green algae there is in that cyano in that back. Maybe I'll slap another bubbler in there just to. The fish don't look like they're freaking out. Oh, I don't know if you noticed. I think I said something about it on a video, but the endlers that are in here, I know there's at least one male, so now I have 12 endlers in there, um, and so at least 11 females and a male. So they'll hopefully get breeding here very soon. Yellowstone Aquatics, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. All right, thank you, Heather, for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, now that I found things gotten it stable. Now I'm almost afraid to bring up OBS, but like I said, I'm going to try it eventually. Get back running virtual camera stuff. This looks like it's zoomed in. But I don't have a whole lot going on when it comes to the tanks. How about you guys? Yeah, it has been a while since I've seen Yellowstone. Hair algae is pretty cool. If you take it and ball it up, you can make your own Marimo mouse balls. Except it'd be a hair algae ball. Stick it in the corner and let it do its thing. And then keep adding to it. See, I don't. That's why I'm not. The big difference is like, I now that I see the algae happening in the tanks, I'm not panicking like I used to. I used to be like, oh my god, algae, got to get rid of it, got to find a way to get rid of it. Now I just slow down. You know, very cool. Diamond Tetris. That's one I'll have to check out. Yep. Just keep on top of it. Like with that cyano green algae that I got in the back, I don't know. I don't know if I should do a water change or just let it ride out and see what happens. See if the tank will finally right itself. Like any other fish, I don't think I ever fish like in local fish stores. Until they're a couple days old in the tank, I don't think they really gain any color. So, once they get, I always feel like fish, like once they get home, like to your here, and they kind of relax after a couple days and start to feel a little comfortable in the tank. They start to show a little more color. Cyano's like what I have in that tank behind me, or like in the 55, right? Like you can see through here. You can see how like green water. You can see it through this tank here. Kind of see the glow of that green. That's cyano, right? More blue green. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a net in there and I'll see if it like if I could scoop a bunch of stuff out. If I can, then I know what I got. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I got some green water back there going, and I know it's probably my lighting, but it's what I'm figuring. But like I said, I think the tank would eventually. Yeah, the hair algae like makes like you'll see it like it'll be like a clump, and then I always forget my camera's not over there right yet. It'll clump up, and then like see a string of it coming off. I think I just love tetras in general. With the Harlequin Rasbora being my favorite. I'm at the bottom of the chat, and I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I kind of went over the things like I said, made a new Discord just for general, just all around, just talking. Nothing, it doesn't have to be fish related. Female guppies can be hard because their tails aren't as, they get that push with the smaller tail, but the big ones they're with the more fan tail, they're usually fairly easy to get. But you're right, tetras are very hard to catch. I usually end up having to take out all my plants, but like with live plants, you can't do that. But the tank upstairs has got fake. So I think with an hour coming up on the hour, I think I'm going to end it at an hour because like I said, there's not a lot. We're not talking about a whole lot. So that was an all day event. I can see that. Those stream loaches are pretty fast too. So plus the males are so distracted by the females, you can grab them quick. Yeah, but then you end up having to try to get the females out too. Stick to the surfaces. I got to start learning the net. Like put a big net up one way and try to scoot the fish with a smaller one into the big net and then just pull them out. Silver Creek and Rainer, thank you for coming. Nice to see you guys. Hold on one second, folks. All right, back. We've been selling off some of my older DJ equipment, and somebody purchased they're on the way to pick up our feedback destroyer that we had used. All right. Chevy, I missed you at GCCA. You are elusive again. Melvin or Homer talking to Melvin. And all right. You have to quit your job in the LFS because it's too expensive. Yeah, you're not taking home any pay. You're taking home fish. Green water in Tinley tomorrow. Look through my tank. I got green water in my tank back there. And I don't know how to get rid of it, except maybe taking the lighting down, which I don't want to go down too far. I don't want to do a 7-day if I don't have to. It's a dirted tank, so I may just kind of let it go. Today I paid for being in work. That's too funny. That is too funny. I thought about getting a part-time job doing that at one of the local LFSs, but Chevy, you'll have my email up here shortly. It's also on the fishfam.link page. Send me an email of any events for the area. I want to try to maybe post them in Discord through an event thing, and then also there's an event room and an event like calendar up at the top. So I'm gonna try and put that on Discord. I want to try and get some information flowing through there at least. So if you're all it's right there, pretty easy. John at MFTAQ.com. I'll start getting some of that stuff up. I might, maybe on the website, I'll make on my website, I'll make a calendar. I'll have to see what I can do. That's posted. That would be kind of a good idea, because I don't know. Okay, you have the new one already? Good, great. So, I still check the other one, but yeah. Actually, Cora, I had to go back and write down your ideas. I had to go back and find it in the stream last week because I forgot to write them down right then and there. I should have sticky noted it. A little bit over, but all right. So yeah, like I said, I'll try and get those up, and maybe I'll try and make a calendar for the website, my website. Oh, maybe my rasboras and tetras, and then swordfish will start to MFTAQ. Yeah, John at here. I'll leave that down for a second. So it shows John at MFTAQ.com. That's my current new email address. DJ Guppyfish. Thank you for coming. I might have to jump off stream real quick when that guy gets here again. Just so, safety. We don't know the guy, but we're given our address, so. I just sold my feedback destroyer, DJ. I never was able to figure out how to hook it up properly onto my board. And I don't know if I could hook it to my current board, but it's... Oh, it erases it? Really? Let me see something. Aren't you a... Oh, you weren't... Hang on a minute here. Yes. All right. There you go. You are now one of the standard moderators, Chevy. I thought I had you as a moderator earlier. So... Oh, wow. Very cool. So yeah, I wonder if I got green water in there. I wonder if my tetras and rasboras and swordfish will mate better. I felt that pain. Jeff, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. You're awake from the dead. Yeah, you do a lot of late night hours now, don't you? Then the corals. Oh, wow. Is that a normal thing? Oh, I got to text my boss when I get done here. All right. Because I see he's calling. He's wanting to scoop what happened with my GM. Yeah, that's what I normally do on my because I have I'm trying to think what it's called now. It's a stand-up one face, not my Behringer 4000 Euro Plus that I had. It's another Behringer. It's kind of similar to that. The only thing I don't have is has can't remember what I'm missing. I'm missing a couple components compared to that 4000. It's because it's just a small box. But I'll tell you what, it puts out 1600 watts if I bridge it, which I'm not going to ever bridge, but I'm like, even doing dual speaker, or one single speaker right now, I'm like at quarter of the volume. And I hardly ever get any feedback. So, but that's what I usually do is I play with the gain and my mic gain a little bit, because the mics are real sensitive too. So, but this feedback destroyer, like I said, I don't know how it. I could never wire it just right. So that was something else I bought separate from one of my old boards. Oh, it won't be for fish money. She's putting that to other things. That's all right, though. I'm sure it'll be going towards Layla. No, you're not that late. I was actually just getting ready to kill the stream about 15 minutes ago, but some new people came in, and yeah, I could have swore I had you as a mod before, Chevy, and I'm sorry, because I know you know those duties. I saw Tommy earlier. Sorry if I did. I had to book off and then I forgot to say hi to you. Sorry, Tommy. Lost your salt tank. Would love to start that tank again. I've never done salt. I know if I do, it's going to have to be for clownfish because, of course, Layla's going to want Nemo. Working on prom tomorrow, helping with setup and lights. These guys have really good equipment. Oh, very cool. Yeah, like when it comes to my karaoke stuff, I run individual channels for my mics. And I run a 4 mic system. I make sure that my mix is good. There's a lot of guys that just set their mics and their loudness, and then they just set it and forget it. I just don't get why you can't. Why you have, you as a karaoke guy, even as a DJ, your sound should be, it's all about the sound, man. You should be. That's going to be the first thing people talk about. That, and if you kept the dance floor full. Compared to normal dry rock and its massive branch. I have never put wood in my tanks. I should think about that. But I don't deal with tannins. Nemos are easy. Okay. I know Ian has told me I could use a hang on the back. Is that true? I mean, I don't have the proper lighting or anything. That's the other problem, is that I would have to. Oh. Second, I'm trying to shut this down. My other computer. Yeah, the screen gets bouncy when I move that out. Eventually, sometime maybe I'll do that for Layla. Let her get in the salt water. Green Water Society tomorrow. There's the link to their page. You know what? Maybe I'll make a resource. See if I can do that in forum and just a server. I just did a server. I didn't do like I said, I got rid of the community because the community wasn't going anywhere. I just wanted to make a place to chat, but I'll just pop some fish stuff in there, but it's just a general chat mainly. And like I said, if let's say, you want to chit chat with somebody via video, there's a way to do it on there. So I did that too. If you happen to be looking for some merch, that's the channel. I will forewarn you, this is through spring.com. This is not through Teespring. This is through a different company. I will be making a different one through Stream Elements for my for the hats, because they do embroidered hats. So I think that would look kind of cool. I think they do hats too, but I'm not. I know there's something about a screen printed hat that doesn't seem like it would be too cool to me, but that's just me. I like embroidered. Might have to make a trip up to the Dells to a place to get an embroider hat. There was a place up there that we used to go buy my hats when we made a visit. You were supposed to start a salty tank last month. Well, the house stuff is taking much longer than planned, but I'm getting my seahorses sometime this year. Doing it, LOL. Very cool. Yeah, seahorses. Ooh. God, if I could find a way to do an under gravel. And that supposedly can be done. Because that's the under gravel was actually used in salty before it was used in fresh, from what I understand. Pair of clowns. If you are enjoying our stream and content, please consider tipping us. I greatly appreciate it. Helps the channel, and everything you do tip will go back to the channel. So I don't just, spend it willy-nilly on everything. Jeff, Chevy Fish. Well, I think I've got Steven already on here. I know I have Jenna. I'll look here real quick. I'd have to go back here. I think I even had Matt as one. I'd have to look in the thing. But I have like Lori from Monster Fish Gal. Let me see something here. Go to the studio. Dun, 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 dun. All right, customization. Right. Yep. Oh, there we go. Settings. Channel. So right now, community. So like right now I have Zen, Whip, Adele, and Monster Fish Gal are my managing moderators. And then my standard moderators were Myrtle, bless his heart, he still will be. Stream Elements, because I have to have it in order for that to operate. Chevy Fish, why are we always yelling? Sammy, which I did not see today. Hopefully everything's okay. Jesse from MyFishTanksAQuatics is there. Jenna. I do not have Steven. Oh. So let's see here. There it is. And I got Miss Dee Dee in there too. Okay, he's now a moderator. And Chicago Aquatics Plant Society, which I was a member. I don't think I am anymore. I think it ran out. They have a meeting on April 27th. Good group of people. Very great prices if you ever get to a GCA, one of the meets or the swaps, and they're usually at all of them, and they have great prices on their plants if you're ever in the Chicagoland area and get one of those meetings. So yeah, like I run halfway on my main, and then I bring everything up on the levels, and let the, the main is pushing as hard as it needs to be, but it allows me to feed the channel to make the mix sound good. That's, I don't know. Hopefully you'll say that's a good job, John. uh, so coral tank, a pair of Miss Bar, tomato clowns, psychos. I know Terry when he was when I saw him at the Aquashella in 2000, not last year but the year prior, he had bought some coral and damn near blew his check. You can use a normal tank setup like freshwater for freshwater, like for salt or freshwater. So like if I use a tidal, because that has the skimmer on it, so what would I use that like at, like maybe half speed then, or like half, so it's pulling top like a half and half. And then what would I like? Is there like I use the same medias in there? Everything, like sponge, biofilter. I can use the same lighting too. Because if I do, well, if I do live sand, I wouldn't need coral, but then I wouldn't have the thingy for those, what are those, the wavy things that the clownfish like to go into. I need those in the tank too, don't I? And that's a crime. Everybody should have you guys in there. I know there's some people that don't have any mods at all, so they just mod themselves at the same time. Here in GCCA. Yeah, GCCA meeting is on May 19th. They have no more swaps up until I think fall, from what I understood. But Chevy can. Let's correct it. Oh, I stand corrected. Thank you, Matt. I thought they were separate companies. Well, maybe I'll have to move everything over to Stream Elements one. If anybody has another good place to do merch, maybe I'll move my merch. I'll worry about that though. Oh, Whip, thank you for getting here. I am behind, as always. 7 till 19. Well, almost 10 minutes. Yeah, so if anybody wants to suggest a place for... I actually thought about Shopify too. And making my own, because I think I can do... Might be in my control panel on my hosting. I would have to look. All right. Wow, Jenna, you got me in. You're cold this morning. Yes, he does. You guys do a lot for us, so, and I appreciate all my mods. I have quite a few. I have quite a few mods, so pretty soon I'll have to be doing the Father Fish style of it. Right. What happened? Oh man. I know he's been walking the dog and stuff, but I didn't hear about that. I don't hear a lot of stuff, so well, thank you, Matt. Sorry to hear that. I know he was living vicariously through us and didn't keep tanks, but he still enjoyed. I thought he enjoyed learning about him through us. All right. Makes it easier to network. Let me try. I gotta pull back on that one and find that. September, okay. Gotta get back in here. Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm very disappointed to hear that. Trying to find Jeff's intri band. I'm trying to find out what that is. Jeff, you're going to have to explain that to me because it didn't come up when I checked it out. Damn, everything looks good this week. I'm really enjoying this. I got my my live stream up on the big screen on my audio, man. And Whip, before I continue on, thank you for um, being persistent and pushing at me a little bit last week. I appreciate that. Last Friday, that's what I needed. Yeah, I want to hear this too. If you have to hit me up privately, whoever, please do so. So can still attend without being a member for caps. Really, I didn't know that. She's mean. I don't think Dee Dee has a mean bone in her body unless she has to. And they also have a free plant swap every plant meeting. Yep. Surf City, thank you for coming. Nice to see you. Well, if you run in a hang on the back end of Salty, you can use that as a skimmer, according to Rainer. So if I ever decide to do that, I might. I don't know. And Whip, by the way, how is your under gravel filter working? How's that tank working out for you so far? Oh, yes, even sponges. Huh. Interesting. Pointless and noisy. I see. I don't have a lot of trouble unless it gets too low, because I have mine hooked up, but I'm only running it at low setting. It's 70 gallons an hour to pull stuff out of the under. Like what I'll do to clean the underneath that plate, I'll speed it up for a couple hours, let it suck it out, and then clean the filter. Or overnight, let it run high. Anemones, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And they're not needed. All right. Back to physical work. All right, Jeff, thank you for being here. To host clownfish. All right. And yes, September. Okay, so fall. Very cool. Oh, very cool. So you need live rock as filtration in the tank, and you don't need a live. And then water movement with like a sponge filter or something like that. Awesome. I'll have to do some thinking. Yeah, we don't want me thinking too hard. Salinity tester and a skimmer. Okay, so I wouldn't need a skimmer on the hob. There we go. Yeah, I would cheat, just so you know, and buy the pre-made water so I don't have to mix it. Because I wouldn't do a very I'd probably start out with a. I wouldn't start out with a large tank. Okay. Thank you, Juanita. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're in the managing ones. I have what was it? Well, excuse me, I forgot to mute. But yeah, I have you, Zenny, and Lori and Adele. You're all my number one managing moderators. Right. J Fish. Oh, there we go. Okay, folks, hold on one second. I'm going to go up with Dee Dee to do this transaction for that feedback destroyer. I'll be right back. All right. Back. Yes, caps. Okay. I know Greenwater's already pretty cool about that same thing about not being a member. So oh, I get you, Matt. I know some of the history there. So far, it's looking good. Tannin leaching into the water, but that's normal from new wood. Yeah, that's normal from new wood. Good. Awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Should test for top off. Yeah, eventually when I start. So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know when or if that'll happen, but I'm hoping. At least I know I've got plenty of people that I can do salty with. So, sorry, that looks. Very cool, Barbara. It's always good to have a few, you know. Like a lot of the stuff, like with Jenna, Steven, and Matt, it's because it's related to the Fish Fam Link stuff. So, yep. I think, trying to think, I'm a mod. Can't remember who I'm a mod's on. It's only a couple. Like, I only have a couple people that have modded me. It's, well, Father Fish, he mods everybody. So, it's, it has. And that's why I'm very, you know, um, a lot of times I take the money that I'm tipped, I put it towards the Patreon and the Patreon to be a member of the Patreon to help Matt out so that he can to help him out do the things he wants to do. And for his time of, the time he spends developing it and keeping it fresh and good, making sure that he has safe code to operate. And he puts a lot of time and money or time and effort into it, and it should be donated to. It is a great community. I agree very highly. Last week when I know I was childishly upset and, about how things have been going with my streams. And I just wanted, I'm, I'm a perfectionist. So, and I just felt like I was wasting everybody's time. And, everybody who reached out, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, it, it meant, it meant a lot. You kind of help me get my head screwed back straight. And I ended up doing a test stream, like another test stream later, and played with a couple different ways of doing things. And now I got to redo my overlay. Because the way I was going to have it, I have an idea how to do it. Pocket band folks quite well. Oh, I think we're all great at that one. I think I've done that a few times. Well, it's a great. Yeah, it's exactly it. I it's why I try to make everybody streams when I'm working. I know I haven't been there a lot. I try to hop in. I'm lurking all the time, when I'm at work, because things have gotten so busy doing what I do. So I kind of, I feel bad that I'm not replying to everybody's hellos and stuff. But everybody, like last week, like I said, I was, just the thought of how frustrated I was. I don't even like thinking about it. I just try real hard, and I want to do you guys justice. So and I'm sure me watching me make changes on, because I'm lagging or got issues, it's not a fun stream. Fin and Feather Fest in Mount Prospect on April 27th from 10 to 2. Was it one of the other ones you posted? The one thing I wish that would happen is there would be some coordination between all these things going on. Because when we had for example, when we had the GCCA and Quad Cities at the same time, it's like people had to choose which one to go to. And, it was, like me, I was hoping to run into, like Victoria and Whip and Jason, and, I got to see Joanna and her son, but, there was a bunch of people not there because they were probably out over there. So just a little more coordination, I think, would be great. Because I know there's another Northern Illinois one. The Northern Illinois one, that one's coming up, but I can't remember what date he's on. That's the one that I met with face to face when it was in the town south of me, Huntley. Jeff say, all right, hear it back. I think I sneezed, and I won't say what landed on my screen and modded somebody. It's a real sensitive screen when that happens. Well, I'll look for some different. Can you guys hear that in the background? Oh, she just turned it off. Probably not. Oh, Melvin switched to his other channel to say hello to everybody. Let's see. Oh, I do remember that. I was at that stream whip. That was funny. Well, it's. I feel bad for the person, but it's funny. It's funny to you. Oh wow. Well, try to find the way to stay warm, Jeff. Stay warm. I know we're supposed to see a high today of like mid 50s, and then tomorrow is like only 39 or 49 for a high. So, well, maybe I'll go see how do some research and see if Stream Elements got good reviews on their merch center. I'm not going to Streamlabs unless they ever come out with a Linux version, because I'm not coming off of Linux. So pocket modding was a bingo square for a short time. Was making you a mod one of the squares? Because I modded you today, Stephen. That's kind of how I went with my initial one. Like Dee Dee and Lori were like, I think and Adele were my first three, and it was like because they were at some of my first streams, so it was one of these things where I just kind of I put them in right away, and then Zenny come in a little more often, so I got her in there, and then I know, like, when I had everything torn down and I wasn't streaming for months, I pretty much I don't think I had anybody as mods except for you, the ones that are managing mods. I think I left those where they were because that feature had come out. Zenny, you could be nice and share some of that weather with me. Jeez, how rude. -25 Celsius. You're gonna have to convert that for me. I think that's like, God, I'm horrible with. Yeah, 52 in Michigan. So yeah, you'll probably be chillier tomorrow, just like us. Nope, you are blue and it's my fault. Yep, I agree. But here's the nice thing. It's like tomorrow's supposed to be well, like I said, 40s, 49, but I think that's like the only day. Then we kind of move up a little bit again. It goes up into the 50s. Here, let me. Um, oh, there it is. Patty Aquatics replied to my. Huh, that was weird. Okay, so tomorrow's 49 for our soccer game. Great. But then it goes back Sunday. It goes right back up to in the upper 50s. So it's like we're only a day, you know. So I'm starting to see more, like for our area, a little more stability for temperatures and stuff. It's more spring-like, if that makes any sense. Holy smokes! I'm at 2 hours. All right, I'm gonna get through the chat here. I know I'm still behind about 10 minutes. It looks like so. I'm going to try and go through the chat a little bit here, and might be quick, but I'll. Bookings. Yeah, do a lot of driving that way. Yeah, she posted the links in there for that. David, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Well, I know Cody drove Outdoorsman Aquatic. He drove to GCCA. I'll probably, if we go to the Quad Cities one, the two of us, I'm going to suggest I drive. So go to aquatic convention. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing Aquashella this year. So since I've heard they've gotten rid of all the YouTuber stuff, basically. See, Whip, you've probably met Chevy. I haven't. Always elusive. The elusive Chevy Fish. Find out she's going to be at an event. And yeah, I didn't even get to see Victoria. She didn't go to GCCA. I know she's got some issues with them. So it's okay. That's between her and them. 66 there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. All right. Enjoy it. Because Whip and I are sending some colder weather your way, my man. You watch it. Funny now, embarrassing then. Oh, it happens. I mean, come on, dude. You're only human. Oh, interesting. Food. Tell you what, that's the common denominator between being a ham operator and a fish keeper, is, or an amateur radio operator and a fish keeper, is that we talk about food a lot. 60 in Northern California. That's actually pretty cold for you guys, isn't it? Because hasn't the last few years been close to like 80, 100 degrees constantly? Yeah, it is. Food is always a good way to get me to go to places. True, it is. Well, Whip, I know you like listening to live bands. Tonight at the place I play at on Saturdays, a friend of mine's. Now, this is if you're in the country at all. He's a country band, but they do some Southern fried rock stuff too. You know, like Leonard Skinner and all that. Um, they're doing a show. Starts at 8 o'clock at Miss Kitty's in Marengo, and I know that's not horribly far from you. So we're gonna go there tonight to watch the band. He's a good friend of mine, and I've been wanting to make one of his shows. So because he always shows support for us. So want to swing out there because you're in the country? Join us. Be cool to see you. It's okay. I know it's all in fun. Matt, if you're still here, Jenna, Steven, who do you guys use for your merch? Whip? About 78 degrees, both temps, most common water. Oh, okay. Very cool. We need to standardize that stuff. So that's what she said too, right? Oh, sorry, Matt. I couldn't help that. I could not help it. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. This one has gone very smoothly. I've been watching it kind of out of the corner of my eye on my big screen to make sure things are going. I can't see a chat over there. I have to have that pulled up over here. So what I did is I just basically um, just have it pulled up here if I want to go like mod somebody or something on YouTube. But I've been doing everything through StreamYards. To get Jeff all the wrenches. Stephen C. How come I'm not putting a name together with that one? The other person I have not seen in like forever is Chewy. My God, the guy was like a huge wealth of information. And all of a sudden he just like, I know he moved and then he disappeared. She's always ducking you too. I'm going to have to corner her one of these times. E4 in Miami. Zazzles for now. Okay, Shopify and then Printify. Okay. Which links to Shop? Okay, very cool. I'll have to look into those. And those two are more of a place. I mean, do they have like their own page on Teespring, like Teespring does, or or is that something I would have to put on the website itself? Just I might just have to keep my domain signed up. Got me thinking now, because I think Shopify can do through static pages, if I remember correct. There you go. Within a week of ordering. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, I'm taking that to heart, Zenny. So, because like I said, I want to make a good move. So, J Rock, nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Got to do some water changes and lurking. Great. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm already 10 minutes over, but I'm running behind too. So, I'm catching up. I'm only a couple minutes behind now. Oh, wow. Well, I thought spring was different from them. So what I might do is maybe let Susie do something with coffee cups with my logo. See if she wants to do like a resellers where she can put them up on her site, and then as people buy it, she can. Sorry, um, give me a little something back in return. Yeah, I've been running my streams lately without that on. Um, so, yeah, I do have a domain already. So, very cool. Yeah, I'm running the. Actually, I could do. It's. I'm using it as a video archive. Damn it! I keep hitting that. Video archive, but I could run MyFishTanksAquatics.com on that for that, and um, keep the MFTAQ for whatever, you know. I'll have to do some thinking. All right, brother. Thank you for hanging. Appreciate it. Okay. Well, like I said, I'll maybe let her do. You know, this way she can. I know Barbara bought my original one off Stream Elements that I have. Maybe I'll make that my embroidery for my hats and coffee cups. Just stick that over there. I don't know. I gotta. All right. Thanks for coming, dude. We'll talk to you. Well, maybe I should hold off on putting that one for the merch. And like I said, the new Discord is strictly just general talk. It doesn't have to be strictly off fish, just general hangout. Nothing big. It's not even, I think it's just called My Fish Tanks Aquatics now. Hangout or something like that. It's not even. Yeah, you have the original coffee cup, and I think you're the only one that bought one. So. By the way, Whip said bye to you. All right. Looks like I've hit the bottom of the chat finally. So let's call it an end here, folks, and see you all next week. And thank you all for hanging. Replay crew and lurkers. And thank you for coming and watching the replay. And lurkers, thank you for hanging out in the background. Hopefully it was an informative stream for you. And B-Wiz, you're just in here in time for me to say goodbye. And we will talk at you later. And we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, folks. Love y'all. Stay fishy.